Now our driver is loaded. Now our next task is to get connection from the MySQL server. So before that, I want to take you back to the image that we saw earlier with a little bit of modification. So this is how actually the two services are deployed in our setup. So we have this customer service running inside one container, and the company database is running inside another container. So you have to take it as two different systems. So we now want to communicate from one system to another system. So what you will need is some kind of address, right? So that we can communicate between these two services. So let's go back to the URL that we were using. So here everything is constant except this two, right? So this DV we know already. So there must be some host name and port name for us to connect, right? So how are we going to get host name? So for that, we have to understand just a bit of Docker. So when we install Docker, it actually creates a network. Okay, so let me go to this terminal and clear this, and let me just see network minus a bridge name is equal to bridge. Yeah, so when we install Docker, so it creates a network called bridge, and it includes all the container inside this network. So let's just see this network in more detail. So let's just say network inspect bridge, right? So if you see here, so it has a subnet. This network has a subnet. So this is 172.17.0.0. This part is for network, and these are the node address, right? Now there is no container at this moment, so let me start the container. So let's again go back to the inspect command, right? So now you see in this network we have a node called company database, and it has assigned a node address of this. So this is the address that we will use for this part, for this part host, right? And the port we were already exposing 3306 for the company database. Don't get confused with this port what we use, where it went. Yeah, this is for the local host, right? Inside the network, this is the port we will use. I have created one util class, and here let's use that IP. So it is 172.17.17.0.2, right? So rest all we know. And I have created some just wrappers around. So there is one interface called customer repository, and this is the implementation. So here I am calling this get connection. If everything goes well, then we should see this message in our log, right? And this, for time being, I'm just calling it from my dispatcher servlet. Let me build this. Let me build it, and now let me run the image. Okay, let's now again go and inspect the network. So now in this network we have two nodes now. Earlier we had only company database, now we have this node as well. So now we have customer service, and look, it's all part of the same subnet with a new IP address 3 here, right? So the interesting part is, what you can do is you can go to, and I want to ping the company database. So 172.17.02. Okay, usually the ping command is not there, so we'll get, okay, and now we will install the ping command, ping utility. I think it is called IP utils ping. That's it. So now again we'll use that ping command, and now you see we're getting a reply from the company database container, right? But interestingly, if you exit this, now I am in my local host. Now if you want to ping it, I do not get any reply. The reason is simple. My localhost is not in the same subnet as the Docker container. Okay, so now we have built it. Our containers are up, right? So let's now go and so let's fire this up now. So the hello world is printing, but that was not our aim. So our aim was to see whether we got the connection or not. So let's go to the log of container. So now you see we have this, we got the connection. So the second step is complete. Thank you.